Well, I'm just making a video because right now I'm pretty emotional and I'm feeling some emotional pain around, like, how deep is this fucking grief gonna go, really? Like, and I don't want to be mean to myself, because that's like the opposite of the self-love. But it's like, I cannot escape this, just like, it's just so painfully obvious how lonely and isolated I am living. And it's like every little thing, it's like, even if I have myself a good time out shopping, like, I come home and I'm like, you know, lifting up these heavy bags and trying to deal with the door and get the key, and it's like, I just had to sit and just stop and just cry, because it's like, my ideal life would be having an amazing partner who can't wait for me to be home and, like, comes out and carries my bags in, you know? Like, I see this shit all the time. I see examples of this all the time. I see guys carrying bags for girls. I see examples with my neighbors. Like, I see the example. So I don't believe that I'm being bougie or asking for too much. And quite frankly, even if I was, I still don't think it's too much. Like, I don't know. It's just like every little thing. It's like, I don't want to ruin, like, trying to manifest a boyfriend by seeing the lack, or dwelling or living in lack. But the lack sometimes fucking really smacks me right in my face. And it's painful. I mean, I don't know if one day it won't be, or how it works. Like, and they say a lot of times it's like with grief, you're not just losing a person one time, you're just losing having that person throughout every aspect of your life, every day, or however often, and I feel like I'm literally living in grief of something that has never even happened. Like, how can I be in grief of something I've never even experienced? But that's what it feels like. And I don't know if this is like a past life thing where I did have the love of my life, and now I don't in this life, and it's like everything is just super dumb. I I don't really know the right way to let me retract that. As much as people in the manifesting community and the spiritual community consistently explain things over and over, I think when it comes to real life situations, it's really, really hard for me sometimes to bypass some of this. Like, don't notice the lack. And I try so much, you guys, but it's like as if you're missing an arm and you're going through life without an arm. Like, that's how I feel about not having the love of my life with me. It's not just sex and like cuddling in bed. Like, it's all aspects of life. It's driving down the street and not having them next to me. It's like seeing my junk or my purse in the other seat but not them. Or I don't know, shit just, I guess it's hard to describe because I know that not everybody feels like this. I know that there's so many people who like don't even care about having a partner or like any of it, and they're like totally cool to just do whatever, and like it doesn't bother them. And I'm not that person. And I don't know if I need to become a person like that to like pull this in, or like, am I just really going to be here crying and like feeling grief always? Like, is that really what I get to live out? So yeah, I guess talking about it, I feel a little bit better. Like, I think I'm going to start talking about things more, because I don't know if anybody else is dealing with any of that. Like, especially when manifesting, and it's like, gosh, all these coaches explain stuff so well, but I think sometimes when it comes down to like real situations, it's not always so easy to just apply the knowledge. And that's where I'm in that, like, I have the knowledge. It's applying the knowledge to real life situations that I'm kind of getting bewildered in. It's really, it's like, there's a lot of mixed messages too. Well, don't deny your feelings if you feel them. Okay, well, right now I'm feeling melancholy from living an isolated life. I'm feeling grief. I'm feeling emotional pain from love unreceived, effort unreceived. Needs being unmet for such a prolonged period of time, which in and of itself is a trauma. And I'm like, what is really going on? I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here. Like, that's what I'm doing. So it's like, to really realize that, like, no one in this world even wants to just sit next to me. Like, I don't know. It sucks. I don't want to fixate on the lack of it, though. I'm like, oh, how would I be acting if I was living in the end? Well, if I was living in the end, I probably wouldn't be making a video. I'd probably literally be cuddled up on my couch right now, maybe talking about ordering some food with my boo, and maybe looking at the TV to see if there's like something to watch. I don't know. I don't know what I would be doing if I was living in the end. Probably that. Just feeling a little lost today, but then again, it is the void of the moon, and I did hear that if there's any programming or like stuff that's holding you back, it's gonna be shifted out. So maybe that's what's happening. But then again, I've been hearing that for like every new moon, every full moon, every eclipse, every retrograde for like the past fucking how many years. It's just like, it's hard to fucking keep the faith, you know? It really is. I mean, for me anyway, I'm feeling that it's hard. It's hard for me to keep the faith and keep the trust right now. And I don't want to fall into a lack pattern, and I don't want to fall into a suicidal spiral, and I don't want to fall into a depression, and I don't really... I'm scared if I have a couple drinks, it might make it worse, make me sadder. I don't know. And I don't know what to do. It's like, I like being at my house. It's comfortable, it's cozy, everything I need is here. But like, I'm also very isolated here, and it's not necessarily that I want to go out all the time, you know, like, I do like going out, but it's like, I just wish I already had that person who was just here with me, and like, if we wanted to go out, we could. If we didn't, we could just cuddle on the couch. And feeling a lot of grievances for wondering if things will ever change. It's like, what's the universe waiting for, you know? All right, that's enough.